Hey everyone, welcome back. If you're here, you probably love cruising as much as I do, or you're about to go on your first one and want to make it absolutely perfect. We're all about giving you the best cruise tips and travel hacks to make your vacation smoother, cheaper, and way more fun. Because let's be honest, a vacation shouldn't have any stress. Today, we are going to change the way you cruise forever. I'm going to show you 15 essential cruise gadgets that will solve every annoying problem you've ever had on a ship, making your trip completely stress-free. I've spent hundreds of hours and probably thousands of dollars testing everything you can imagine to find what actually works. Seriously, I've packed things that were useless and forgotten things that would have saved the entire day. This list is the result of all that trial and error. Some of these gadgets are so cheap it's insane not to have them. Some are pure genius, and I guarantee a few of them are going to make you say, "Why didn't I think of that?" We're not just talking about cool toys, we're talking about game changers that will upgrade your entire cruise experience from good to absolutely legendary. Forget packing 5 extra outfits you'll never wear. Instead, pack these 15 items and you'll be the smartest person on the entire ship. I'm going to show you how to turn your tiny cabin into a palace, how to keep your phone charged all day long, and how to never worry about a single thing from the moment you step on board. Are you ready to have the best cruise of your life? I thought so. Let's jump in. Alright, first up is something that seems boring, but I promise you, it is the most critical item on this list. It's the cruise-approved power strip. If you've ever been on a cruise, you know the pain. You walk into your cabin, and there is 1, maybe 2, electrical outlets. In 2024, you've got phones, cameras, smartwatches, maybe a portable fan, and you and your cabin mate are literally fighting over who gets to charge their phone overnight. It's a nightmare. And here's the crazy part. You can't just bring any old power strip from home. Cruise lines are super strict about this. Regular power strips with surge protectors are a huge fire hazard on a ship's electrical system, so they will literally confiscate them from your luggage. I've seen it happen, and it's a terrible way to start your vacation. Imagine having all your charging plans ruined before you even set sail. That's why you need a special, non-surge protected, cruise-approved power strip. This little lifesaver usually comes with multiple standard outlets, and the best ones also have USB ports. Suddenly, that one useless outlet in your cabin turns into a charging station for your entire family. Everyone can plug in their devices at the same time. No more arguments, no more waking up to a dead phone on a port day. For less than $20, you are solving the single biggest frustration inside a cruise cabin. Trust me, this isn't a suggestion, it is a necessity. Next up, let's talk about power on the go. You're on an amazing shore excursion, exploring an ancient city, or relaxing on the most beautiful beach you've ever seen. You're taking photos, shooting videos, using maps, and then you see it. Your phone battery hits 10%. The panic is real. How are you going to get back to the ship? How will you capture that perfect sunset? This is a vacation killer, but I have the ultimate solution. A high-capacity power bank. I'm not talking about those tiny lipstick-sized chargers that give you maybe 30 minutes of extra life. You need to go big. I'm talking about a 20,000 milliamp hour power bank. This beast can charge your phone multiple times over. You can spend the entire day off the ship, from morning until the last possible second before you have to be back, and you will never, ever have to worry about your battery. It is pure freedom in your pocket. Think about it. You can navigate unfamiliar streets with confidence. You can FaceTime your family from a mountaintop, and you can film every single incredible moment without constantly checking your battery percentage. It gives you peace of mind, which is what vacation is all about. A dead phone can genuinely ruin a day, and even cause a lot of stress if you get lost. A powerful, reliable power bank is your insurance policy for a perfect day on shore. Don't leave home without one. Okay, this next one is my favorite genius hack. It costs almost nothing, but it will literally double the usable space in your tiny cruise cabin. The secret? Magnetic hooks. I know it sounds simple, but hear me out. What's the one thing most people don't know about cruise ships? The walls and ceilings inside your cabin are made of metal. This is a complete game changer, because it means you can stick powerful magnets anywhere. Think about your last cruise cabin. There are never enough places to hang things. Your wet swimsuits are draped over the one chair, your hats are on the floor, your lanyards and bags are in a messy pile on the desk. It feels cluttered and chaotic within 5 minutes of unpacking. But with a pack of heavy-duty magnetic hooks, you instantly create storage out of thin air. You can hang your beach bag, your jacket, your formal night outfit, and even your Daypack. The best use for these is creating a drying station. You can hang a hook on the wall or ceiling and use it with a portable clothesline, we'll get to that later, to dry multiple swimsuits and towels without turning your bathroom into a damp cave. It keeps the clutter off your furniture and floor, making the small room feel organized and spacious. For a few bucks, you are hacking your cabin to be more functional. It's the simplest, most effective trick in the book. This next gadget is something you hope you never need, but if you do, it will be the most important thing you packed. We're talking about motion sickness remedies. A lot of first-time cruisers think, oh, these ships are so huge, you can't even feel them move. And, most of the time, they're right. But I'm telling you, all it takes is one patch of rough water or a slightly stormier day, and that gentle rocking can turn into a real problem. Seasickness is one of the fastest ways to completely ruin a cruise. You paid thousands of dollars for this amazing trip, with incredible food, shows, and destinations, and you end up stuck in your cabin feeling miserable. It's the worst. You can't eat, you can't enjoy the activities, you're just counting the hours until it stops. Why would you ever risk that when the solution is so simple and cheap? This is why you absolutely must pack motion sickness bands or tablets. The bands, like C-bands, work using acupressure on your wrists and are great because they're drug-free. Or, you can go with proven medication like Dramamine or Bonine. The key is to have them with you before you need them. The moment you start to feel a little off, you can take action. Don't wait until you're already sick. Packing this is like buying vacation insurance for just a few dollars. Embarkation day is one of the most exciting and chaotic parts of any cruise. You arrive at the port, and there are thousands of people, hundreds of crew members and mountains of luggage everywhere. You hand your bags over to a porter, get a little paper tag, and hope for the best, praying your suitcase makes it to your room. That little bit of anxiety can cast a shadow over the first few hours of your trip. But what if you could eliminate that worry completely? This is where a two-part gadget system comes in. First, you need proper luggage tag holders. The paper tags the cruise line asks you to print and staple to your bag are flimsy. They can rip off in the rain or get torn off during handling. A set of sturdy, waterproof, clear, plastic luggage tag holders that seal your printed tag inside is your first line of defense. They attach securely to your bag with a steel loop, ensuring your tag stays on no matter what. But here's the pro move. Part 2 is putting a tracker inside your suitcase. Something like an Apple AirTag or a tile. Now, you have ultimate peace of mind. As you board the ship and explore, you can just pull out your phone and see exactly where your bag is. Is it on the pier? Is it being loaded? Is it on your floor? You can literally watch it make its way to your cabin. This eliminates all the stress and lets you start enjoying your vacation from minute one. Let's talk about a classic cruise problem: wet clothes. You spend an amazing day at the pool or on a beach excursion, and you come back to your cabin with damp swimsuits and towels. The bathroom is tiny and the little retractable line in the shower can hold maybe 1 or 2 items. And even then, things take forever to dry because there's no air circulation. So what happens? You end up with musty-smelling clothes draped over every surface. This is where a portable travel clothesline comes in and saves the day. These aren't your grandma's backyard clotheslines with clothespins. Modern travel clotheslines are made of braided elastic cord that you can stretch and hook onto anything, like our magnetic hooks, or even just between 2 points in your room or on your balcony. The best part is you don't need clothespins. You just tuck the corners of your clothes into the braided cord. Imagine being able to hang up 4 swimsuits, a few towels, and some rash guards all at the same time. You can position the clothesline near the air conditioning vent, or use it with a portable fan to get everything bone dry overnight. No more packing damp, smelly clothes when you leave a port. No more having to put on a still wet swimsuit the next day. This simple, lightweight gadget keeps your cabin tidy and your clothes fresh, solving one of the most persistent little annoyances of cruising. I want you to picture this scenario. It's the middle of the night on your cruise. You wake up and you need to use the bathroom or maybe just get a sip of water. The problem is, an inside cruise cabin with the lights off is, honestly, one of the darkest places on planet Earth. It is absolute pitch black darkness. You can't even see your hand in front of your face, so you start fumbling around just trying not to trip over your shoes or walk into the corner of the desk. And your options are pretty terrible. You can either risk a painful stubbed toe and potentially wake yourself up completely, or you can turn on the main cabin light or the bathroom light, both of which are, let's be honest, blindingly bright and will instantly wake up anyone else sleeping in the room. It's a classic cruise dilemma: risk injury or disturb your family. But there is a third, much better option that costs less than a fancy coffee. It's a small plug-in, motion sensor nightlight. This little gadget is a total game changer for nighttime navigation. You just plug it into one of the outlets, using your awesome new power strip of course, and it does nothing until it detects movement. The second your feet hit the floor, it casts a soft, gentle glow, just enough light to see your way to the bathroom without blinding you or anyone else. It's a simple, brilliant solution that prevents injuries and keeps the peace. On a cruise, you are literally surrounded by water. The pools, the hot tubs, the ocean at every port. It's everywhere. And what's the one expensive electronic device we all carry with us? Our phones. A single splash at the pool or an unexpected wave at the beach can mean $1,000 disaster. Not to mention sand getting into the charging port, or even worse, someone snatching it while you're not looking. You need a bodyguard for your phone, and I've got the perfect one. It's a high-quality, waterproof phone pouch. And I don't mean a glorified Ziploc bag. I'm talking about a proper IPX8 rated pouch with a secure locking mechanism that you can wear around your neck. These things are honestly incredible. They keep your phone completely safe from water, sand, and sunscreen. You can take your phone into the pool with you, which means you don't have to leave it unattended on a lounge chair worrying about it getting stolen. But here's the best part. The clear plastic allows you to use your phone's touchscreen right through the pouch. This means you can text, change your music, and even take photos and videos underwater. Imagine getting those incredible shots of your kids in the pool or the tropical fish on a snorkeling trip. It protects your phone, turns it into an underwater camera, and acts as a theft deterrent all in one. For about $10, it's honestly one of the best investments you can make for your cruise. Let's be real for a second. Cruise ships can be loud. They are floating cities with thousands of people. You've got noise from the hallways as people return to their cabins late at night. You've got the ship's engine hum. You've got announcements over the PA system. And you've got kids running around the pool deck. Sometimes, you just want a little bit of peace and quiet to relax, read a book, or take a nap. This is why a good pair of noise-canceling earbuds or headphones is, honestly, an absolute must-pack item. They are your personal escape button. The moment you put them on and activate the noise cancellation, it's like the world just melts away. That constant low-level hum of the ship disappears. The chatter from the deck below fades into nothing. You can create your own silent sanctuary, even in the middle of the busiest parts of the ship. They are perfect for so many situations. Trying to sleep but your neighbor is being loud? Noise-canceling earbuds. Want to watch a movie on your tablet by the pool without being distracted? Noise-canceling earbuds. Need to focus and get some work done in a noisy cafe? You get the idea. They help you get better sleep, relax more deeply, and enjoy your own entertainment without bothering anyone else. They are your ticket to tranquility on a bustling ship. Okay, this next one is all about being prepared. So, you're on day 3 of your cruise, having the time of your life, and then it happens. Maybe you get a small cut, a nagging headache, or an upset stomach from trying that one exotic dish at the buffet. Your first thought is, no problem. I'll just go to the ship's store and buy what I need. And then you see the prices. The shops on board know they have a captive audience, and honestly, they charge a fortune for basic necessities. A single pack of painkillers or just a few band-aids can cost you 5 to 10 times what you'd pay at home. It's ridiculous. Not to mention the shops have limited hours, and the medical center is really for more serious issues. You definitely don't want to waste your precious vacation time and money on something that could have been easily avoided. The solution is simple. Pack your own travel-size first aid kit. You don't need a giant paramedic bag or anything. Just a small pouch with the essentials. I'm talking about a few band-aids of various sizes, some antiseptic wipes, pain relievers like Tylenol or Advil, medication for indigestion or heartburn, and maybe some blister pads for all the walking you'll be doing. You can buy a pre-made kit or just assemble your own for a few dollars. Having this little kit tucked away in your luggage means a small problem stays a small problem, instead of becoming an expensive, time-consuming ordeal. Cruise ship cabins are amazing, but they have one common flaw: air circulation can be a bit weak. The air conditioning keeps the room from getting hot, but sometimes the air just feels stagnant and stuffy. This is especially true for inside cabins with no window or balcony to let in fresh air. It can make sleeping uncomfortable and, as we talked about before, it makes it really hard to dry wet clothes. But I have a super simple, super effective gadget that solves this problem instantly. A small, portable, USB fan. These things are lightweight, they take up almost no space in your luggage, and they can make a huge difference in your comfort level. You just plug it into the USB port on your cruise-approved power strip, and you have your own personal breeze. You can aim it at your bed while you sleep for some gentle airflow, which makes a stuffy room feel so much more comfortable. It provides that little bit of white noise that helps many people sleep better too. Plus, it's a secret weapon for drying clothes. Just point the fan at your travel clothesline, and your swimsuits and shirts will be dry in a fraction of the time. For a small, inexpensive gadget, a portable fan punches way above its weight in improving your cabin experience. When you go on a shore excursion, you need to carry a few things with you. Your phone, your wallet, a water bottle, sunscreen, maybe a towel or a souvenir you buy. The problem is, you don't want to lug around your big, heavy carry-on bag all day, but a small purse might not be big enough. You need something that's just right, and more importantly, something that doesn't take up a ton of space in your luggage when you're not using it. Enter the foldable backpack or Daypack. This is one of the most versatile items you can pack for a cruise. These backpacks are made of super lightweight but durable material, and they fold down into a tiny little pouch, sometimes no bigger than your wallet. You can just toss it in your main suitcase, and shot the nashin door, bibber dalsen nainan dopen nauken nyapen kandrondain vid the staten dan. It so takes up virtually zero space. Then, on a port day, you just unfold it, and boom, you have a full-featured backpack ready to go. It's perfect for carrying everything you need for a day of exploring without weighing you down, and when you get back to the ship, you can just fold it back up and tuck it away. It's also great for carrying home all those extra souvenirs you bought. It's the perfect bag because it's there when you need it and disappears when you don't. Staying hydrated on a cruise is incredibly important, especially when you're spending time in the sun. The problem is, buying bottled water on the ship or in port can get expensive really fast. We're talking $3, $4, even $5 for a single bottle of water. If you do that multiple times a day for your whole family, you could end up spending over $100 on just water during your trip. That's insane. The ship provides free water, juice, and iced tea at the buffet and other drink stations, but it's served in small glasses. It's not convenient to keep going back for refills, and you can't exactly take one of those open glasses with you to the pool deck or a show. So, what's the smart, simple, and eco-friendly solution? You guessed it, another gadget, a reusable water bottle. Bringing your own insulated, reusable water bottle is one of the best money-saving hacks for a cruise. You can fill it up with ice and water at the buffet in the morning and it will stay cold for hours. You can take it with you anywhere on the ship, and you can even take it empty off the ship and fill it up once you're on your excursion. You'll save a ton of money, reduce plastic waste, and you'll always have cold water on hand. It's a win-win-win. One of the best parts of cruising is formal night. It's your chance to dress up, look sharp, and take some amazing photos. You pack your best suit or a beautiful dress, but when you take it out of your suitcase, it's a wrinkled mess. Here's a huge problem. For safety reasons, cruise lines do not allow you to bring clothes irons in your cabin. They are a major fire hazard. So how do you get those wrinkles out? You could pay for the ship's expensive pressing service, but that costs a lot of money and you have to wait for them to return your clothes. A common hack is to hang your clothes in the bathroom while you take a hot shower, but honestly, it barely works. The steam isn't concentrated enough. You need a better way to look your best, and there are two fantastic gadget options: a handheld travel steamer or a bottle of wrinkle release spray. A travel steamer is a small, portable device that heats up quickly, and blasts wrinkles out of your clothes with powerful steam. It's like having a professional service right in your cabin. The other option, wrinkle release spray, is even easier. You just spray it on the wrinkled areas, smooth the fabric with your hands, and let it hang for a few minutes. The wrinkles literally just fall out. Either one of these will ensure you look perfectly polished for formal night without breaking any rules or your budget. Last but not least, let's talk about the single most important item you possess on a cruise ship, your cruise card. This little piece of plastic is everything. It's your room key, your ID for getting on and off the ship, and your credit card for buying anything on board. You will use this card constantly, probably 100 times a day, and because you use it so often, it's incredibly easy to misplace. You're constantly digging through your pockets or your bag trying to find it. Where did I put my card? You leave it on the bar, you leave it on your lounge chair, you drop it somewhere. Losing your cruise card is a huge hassle. You have to go to guest services, wait in line, and get a new one issued. It's a completely avoidable stress. So, how do you keep it safe and accessible at all times? The simple, brilliant solution is a lanyard or a phone strap with a card holder. You can wear the lanyard around your neck or attach the strap to your phone, and your cruise card is always right there when you need it. No more frantic searching. You just tap your card to open your door or pay for a drink, and you're done. It's especially useful for kids, so they have a bit of independence without the risk of losing their card. It's the ultimate convenience and peace of mind gadget for your cruise. So, there you have it. 15 gadgets that will solve almost every single tiny problem you could have on a cruise. And as you can see, none of these are just expensive toys or luxuries. Every single item on this list is a problem solver. They're here to tackle the small frustrations, the little headaches that can add up and get in the way of a perfect vacation. Because when you remove all those minor annoyances, you're left with nothing but pure, stress-free enjoyment. That's the whole point of a vacation, right? The key takeaway here is that packing smarter is always better than just packing more. Forget that extra pair of shoes you'll never wear. Instead, use that space for a portable fan or a power strip that will genuinely improve your quality of life on the ship. These small, inexpensive items have a massive impact, turning a good cruise into an absolutely unforgettable one. You'll feel like a seasoned pro, effortlessly navigating every situation while other people are still struggling with the basics. Your next cruise is going to be the best one you've ever had. If this video helped you plan your next amazing trip, do me a huge favor and smash that like button, subscribe so you don't miss our future cruise content, and go check out our next video right now. Things experienced cruisers never pack. It's the perfect follow-up to this one. Thanks for watching, happy cruising, and I'll see you on the next one.